interesting. What's that? Well, I feel like that's been the biggest thing this year, because even on the property, I'd walk around the property and there was all these birds that would sing. Like, even in some of my songs, the birds are singing so loud, they're in the background of the song. And there's been a lot of birds this year. It was funny, I was sitting down by the pond. There's my neighbor Bob. His wife had passed away of 11 years, and so he's been kind of suppressed. So I take him on my walk, and we're doing this silly podcast of Bob the Oracle and Shekinah 77, and I'm turning in some biblical facts into a little Saturday Night Live to teach some things. And it's been kind of interesting because even though, I don't know, you guys don't have the necessarily greatest opinion of me, but I felt like God was really talking this summer. Like, even though I was fighting depression, because it's my months that I fight depression, I felt like He was really talking this summer. And it was kind of nice. Maybe all that reading on my porch did some good last year. And my silly dance videos. That's what David said. Or no, that's what Rebecca said. Me and David had a really good conversation about him, about you saying, I don't know, something to the extent of that you didn't hold things against me. And then I mean, it's stuff that Rebecca, I'm sure, already knew. And I was like, it's the greatest admit of failure for me to come over and to sign my daughter over. And it's really hard for me to deal with. And I was like, I'm sure that's with everybody that you're around, but I just actually had to say that out loud. But David was really affirming in the sense of, I had told him that I had wrote him when I was on retreat, as B would call it, because it sounds a little bit better, I told David that I had wrote him into a book where he was one of the three kings with the other attorney and Dr. Zach Schwartz, and he chuckled out loud, and he said, you know, you and Dr. Schwartz were a good pair. And I was like, well, why is that, David? And he said that he was actually Jewish, and then he went into what the Orion's belt was, and you know, the lineage of the three kings and how he was actually related to them. And it's like, yeah, I think that you and Zach paired up just well. He's like, Zach's always seen things a little bit more clearly than others. And he's like, I think that everything will turn out all right. And then he's like, just think. He's like, there's nothing that's, that's not closer than a sister. And so he was basically saying that, then she became a sister.